we're back. The one by. We've actually just had a good chit chat about Spain, Spanish drivers, training in Barbados, riding in the Peak District, Sam getting his head kicked in, and the dungeon. Anything else?
No. Yeah.
That's it, I reckon.
And whether you name your bike or not, or your car.
Hmm.
Enjoy the episode.
Like and subscribe.
I reckon.
Because we're walking downstairs away from everyone in the cellar.
Really?
Right, welcome back, One by Podcast. We're in a fucking dungeon. Lads, how you doing?
Well, yeah, good.
Next year.
I mean, you probably know how Sam's doing. He's right there.
Tom's got a beard. You look about 45.
You know what? I've been living with my brother for 2 weeks, and I didn't bring my razor down.
You know they
Sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but then I also thought I did. Yeah, I don't buy disposable razors. I've just got this. Like the it's a 2-blade one that you just like wind into a shaving thing. So it's like it's very eco. It's all recyclable. So I didn't bring it down. But yeah, I'm liking the beard actually.
Suits you.
You just said it looked
Thanks,
old.
man.
No, I said it looks old. Homeless and old are two very different things. Looks like a mature gentleman.
I'm actually a big fan of. Do you know who Marcus Warren is?
No.
Okay, doesn't matter. Well, actually, I'll give you context.
Someone will.
Yeah, of course they will. So if you watch MasterChef Professionals, well, Marcus Warren is a Michelin star chef, but he also hosts MasterChef Professionals, and I was like, that's goals. Huh? No. He's a sound guy. He's just got a really good beard and a nice like set of hair. He looks like a stallion or a lion, maybe.
That's the look you're going
Like,
for. The stallion.
yeah, he is probably. I don't know how old he is. He's probably 60-ish, 50-ish, but that's what I'm going for. Even though I'm 33.
Yeah, nice. We were talking about your age today.
Oh, were you?
We were playing a game of older or younger than Lucy Byram.
Yeah, it was actually quite fun, that.
Yeah.
And we started with the Baha men who let the dogs out. Go on, you can have a go.
The younger.
It is 1 year younger than Lucy Byram.
Yeah. You gave me a hint earlier on your Instagram saying she was born in 1999.
Yeah.
Well, there was what's one from Shrek? Smash Mouth All Star.
Smash Mouth All Star, yeah.
Same age.
It was the same age. A month younger, month older.
July.
Yeah, but
we're with Tipper, so Tipper asked us. We're asking Tipper how old he was in relation to the athletes he coaches. I don't know if that's a spoiler alert that you're now.
I reckon he's younger than me.
He described it as you were the same triathlon year, but he was the school year below you. That was his exact quote.
So was he born in 1991 still?
Yeah, but the end of it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and then I think Johnny's a year older than you.
I reckon he might be. Yeah, because we raced together as youths in the European youth relay champs, which was like when you're short course is like a young British guy. That's like the race you aim for because it's like the only international race you get into at that age. And yeah, we're in a team together in Finland. It was me, Josh Cardwell, and Johnny, and we got first. And the story behind that was I was second leg, and Johnny was like, "Don't give me the lead with just one person just behind me." And that's exactly what I did. However, Johnny's class, he brought home the win for us. So yeah, it was still a victory in the end. And actually, going on from that story, there was a guy called what's his name? Who's a Scottish guy? Richie Nichols took us out afterwards, night out, and he all got us bruskies, which is his phrase of shots of whiskey.
Funny way to
Yeah.
go with that could have ended anywhere.
No, I mean, we're all like
15?
17, 18 or something, so it wasn't going to be too serious, but yeah.
I thought you used to be younger.
They are now.
That was okay. If we're talking about age, that was 2007.
That's the other 16.
I think I was 17.
Okay. When you born in 91?
Yeah, I was, obviously.
Just testing you. So wait, how's Derby? You're in Derby.
I'm in Draycott, which is a little village in between Derby and Nottingham. It's all right. There's a little bar about a 2-minute walk away called the Hoptimist,
Is it good?
which is nice, good. It reminds me of Alfred. For the listeners who know Alfred, then you'll get it. No one will get it elsewise, but it's like
All the best stories go.
got about, what, 20 seats, I reckon?
How long are you there for?
So one of those small, like, little craft bars. Say again.
Okay.
Are you going to be there on the 8th of March?
7th of March.
7th of March.
You've all
Yeah, we've confirmed this already.
Because I'm going to stay near there that night.
Near Draycott.
Yeah.
All right.
Right,
Yeah. Right, we'll do something.
I'm going to a wedding the next day. Where did I say it was?
Long Eaton.
Oh yeah, it's like 5 miles down the road, if that.
Yeah.
Probably
Who's
less.
actually running there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done one run today. I mean, it'd been weird if I'd done two, but I've done one run today.
You're wrong one today. You done one run this year.
No, in the past 3 weeks I've done 3 runs.
One a week.
1 a week, yeah. Don't want to lose my mileage.
And how many times have you been to the pub? The bar?
Twice.
2 weeks. That's some. Good.
Yeah, I know. It only opens on Wednesdays until Sunday, I think. So
Sam can't come on a Friday then, can he?
what, Wednesday to Sunday? Yeah, you can.
I thought you said Wednesday.
No, Wednesday to Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't come through. We lost Wi-Fi then.
It's like the bike shop I wanted to go to today. It doesn't open till 4:30 p.m.
So Sam dropped us off at the gym, ready to. I was filming Lucy and Ruth, and you left at like 10,
Yeah.
ready to go to a bike shop. Doesn't open till 4:30 p.m.
Spain. That's Spain for you.
There's no rules here.
How's Denia then?
Good, we like it.
We've had unseasonably warm weather, so it's been really nice.
I reckon.
Have you?
I've been coming to this part of Spain since 2020, which is not long in relative terms to everyone else, but this is the best weather I've had in 5 years.
It's relative to global warming, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the second time you brought up the environment, Tom.
He's not wrong. You're not wrong. Sam's just slamming you. It's your fucking generation.
Why are you?
Are you fucking 12-year-old? Me and Tom are just trying to help you out here. Look after the planet.
Yeah. It was pretty cold when we were there. We had a few nice days where I could like sit outside, but it was definitely woolly hat, coat.
We've been like riding shorts, t-shirt every day.
We're in longs most of the time. Oh, that sounds like you've had a good time then. That's decent.
Drilled yesterday.
So Lucy had 70 minutes of Fat Max.
Oh yeah, I've only had 50 minutes so far, set by Tipper.
Yesterday I did 3 hours and 15 of Fat Max to ride with Lucy.
You need to explain what Fat Max is for
It's
listeners.
like up end zone 2, low end tempo.
It's basically, so you kind of need to test for it really, but it's like there's the power that you burn the most amount of fat before you tip over and start using more carbs. But you obviously use carbs at that level, but it's like the maximum amount of fat oxidation.
I did 3 hours 15.
I found Sam at the cafe, so I had like dropped Vic at the airport and then gone home. And then I went out for a little spin and met them at the cafe, and Sam was cracked. And then he got fat, which helped.
It sounds like it wasn't Fat Max then.
It was the fact that a couple of times I said to Lucy, can you just knock it back a little bit?
And she surged.
Yeah. She'd drop it down a few gears and get in the skis and ride off.
Do you not think Fat Max is like the mate you've got at home?
Yeah. Sits in the bar smoking.
It is, isn't it? When I see it, I'm like, it just makes me laugh every time.
And we've been,
Sorry for all the Maxes out there listening, but
we've
it's
got a,
you.
we've got a little bar at the bottom of the hill here that serves Guinness. I don't have Guinness, Sam had one. But it's like, what, 5-minute walk down the hill? Not even.
2-minute walk down.
2-minute walk down, 10-minute walk back. And so we've been in there a few times as well. It's a nice little like local boozer. Full of
No, nice.
and your classic Benidorm local.
There's 2 members of staff. There's a Spanish guy who doesn't even remotely speak a word of English.
But obviously our Spanish is fluent to all the beers.
Yeah. But then there was a Dutch guy.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
And a dog.
There was a Dutch guy that spoke fluent English working behind the bar. It was really strange.
I mean, I would expect Dutch people to speak fluent English, really.
Yeah, but it was just weird that it was like, you know, when you go, it's not a busy place. It wasn't in the middle of town. Like, it was a strange place for like a 35-year-old Dutch.
We are staying in an odd place. It's like right up on the hill by the, the nice gravel path.
Yeah.
They're like up on the hill there. So it's an absolute ball ache to ride back to.
I have got the KOM.
We've made 2 segments now, and Sam does have the KOM, and he did nearly fight a plumber to get it. He was like on the back of the van that pulled out on him, like nearly knocking on the window.
Well, I was just kind of like, I'm going to commit once, and I'm not going to let this fucking van get in my way.
And it did get in his way.
You got a few more days to try and improve the com.
I don't need to improve on it unless someone tries.
The problem is, Al's here now, and he quite fancies a little tickle.
Strava.
He does. He just would have to make it public. And the same with Tipper also wants to go. He reckons he's got 400 watts in him for 2 minutes.
Okay.
I've regret it.
100 what?
65, I regret it.
Billy Big Balls.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I think where we were staying, we didn't really have anywhere local that we could walk to. It'd have to be a drive into town. But we literally booked it like a week before. Yeah.
We're gonna have a burger.
We were gonna come. We would have come out actually. Like Beth invited Sean out just to come for like a couple of weeks, but she's got a sponsorship thing to do. So yeah, couldn't. It was bang in the middle of when we would have come out. So unfortunately, we're not going to see you guys there. We were tempted, especially the weather's not been bad here. It's just been cold. Like it's not really rained much. It's just been cold, and when it's like damp and it's still wet, like classic winter UK weather, really. So it's like clean your bike every day. Yeah.
You're back in Lanza in March, right?
Yeah, 15th, I think. Getting there until for a week and a bit. Yeah.
Have you got your new bike yet?
Not been to Lanza since 2019, actually.
It's not changed.
No, but you need to go to a cafe.
Can't imagine.
Oh yeah, I'll take you to this cafe because I'm in theory coming, but need to hash it out. But we went to the cafe and we had the best. We might have talked about this in the last podcast. That cookie that we had, the best cookie we've ever had. So I'll take you there, and it's actually good,
nice,
which is rare in Spain.
And good sandwiches.
And unbelievable sandwiches, yeah. Full house. Tick tick tick.
Looking forward to it. Like I do like Lanzarote. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I quite like. You just guarantees at least warm weather, aren't you? Like you can ride in shorts and jersey.
Yeah, and it's easy. You know where everything is. The familiarity is good. Like there's only 3 routes, but it's like, do we ride flat? Do we go straight uphill? Or do we go south with a tailwind?
Yeah, and I think if you're there for a week, which is probably not long enough because the flight takes 4 hours, you can do a different thing every day.
Yeah.
And Kieran's going to be there.
The only issue is if you're staying in Sands, the pool's absolutely freezing.
It might be warmer there.
I know that from when I was there in 2019. It was well cold.
Nice to see them moving over time.
Yeah, it might warm up a little bit.
But whether the pool's warmed or not, I don't know. I guess you could almost swim in the sea in March.
You could swim in the sea.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So you'd have quite a nice sea swim in March.
Yeah, they've got that little bay area around Sands Beach as well.
Yeah.
I will figure it out. We'll crack on.
Nice.
Regardless of the pool temperature or whatever. I think the sea you can swim year round, so yeah, we'll bring wetsuits.
This leads us on nicely to a conversation topic we've got about buffets.
Oh yeah.
Buffets in Lanza being like the fucking Wild West. I had breakfast one morning with Matt Narty. I don't know if you met Matt. and with his parents, weirdly enough, but it was quite a nice breakfast in the buffet. And a woman walked up. Do you know they have them like, what are they, 5 kilogram, 10 kilogram vats of Nutella?
The way you were like on the video, the way you were kind of initially describing that, you had your arms around your hands around here. You were like, and then when you said 5 kilogram, I was like, oh no, it's not about that.
No, I said big, not little. They've got these massive vats of Nutella with like a pump on the top, almost like
Yeah, I know the ones. I know the ones. Yeah.
That's a bit weird. And this woman got a bacon sandwich, goes up to the vat of Nutella.
She didn't. I'm not having this.
Oh my God.
She didn't.
Pumped like 3 pumps of Nutella onto her bacon sandwich. Turns around and goes, "Oh, I thought it was brown sauce." Walks off. I was like, honestly, the letters that say Nutella are massive. I was like, how on earth did you think that was brown sauce? The brown sauce.
Also, well, 2 things. Nutella is not going to be around the bacon, and also,
Did walk over to it.
do Spain do brown sauce? I don't think so.
At that hotel buffet, they do have HP brown sauce, but it's like
Right.
You know, like the Tabasco and stuff, like in the corner. Yeah, mate. You don't pay attention at the buffet, do you?
Tabasco.
You meant
Tabasco.
The climb was not big enough for the sauce.
Tabasco. And the way it's in like the little corner section.
I couldn't. There was a moment where I could tell you were joking about that.
It wasn't, but it was good. I'm talking about lambs, it's in my head. So yeah, that was a bit wild. And then we were talking upstairs about like food combos that are acceptable at a buffet. Can you have sweet and savoury on the same plate?
I say no, not a chance.
I can, like, because you know, you have your breakfast, you might want a donut on the side.
Nah, you can't.
my if I want a donut with my breakfast, I'll just eat it whilst I'm picking the rest of my food. I'm just one of those people, and it's probably frowned upon, but I'll like go around the buffet and put my food on, and then like pick some snacks whilst I'm choosing my food.
As long as you're not double dipping, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a breakfast donut's one of the best things about a buffet. Or breakfast cake. I really like breakfast cake.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm ready. But yeah, so I had like pancakes with Nutella on the same plate as like a bit of bacon and sausages and bread. But they never touched. They were separate.
It was too much risk, the anxiety. You want a relaxed breakfast.
I want a relaxed breakfast. Coffee with chocolate milk.
You eat it too quick, there's no chance that it could touch. You eat at a buffet like there's no one else. No food for anyone else.
Alright, I'm Fat Mac. What are you drinking? That's a good question.
Shipyard.
Oh, nice. We've got some classic cheap Spanish lager.
Yeah.
We ran out today.
Which one? Which?
Sam's on Alhambra and I'm on Mahu. I don't know how you say it.
Oh yeah, I like that one. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I like it.
I would go Mao, but I would also say that's wrong.
I think the foreigners would call it Mao, but I'm pretty sure it's Mahu.
I say Mahu, but not that clue.
Yeah. Let's check what else on our topic list. Have you ever named a bike?
No.
A good argument with one of our listeners. She named her bike, and I was like, what?
I've never named a bike. I don't know if I've ever known anyone to name a bike.
Would you name a car? I wouldn't, but like my parents named their car. A bit weird like that.
Lucy and Erica named their first car.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't name a car.
I wouldn't.
All right. What if you had to name the vehicle you drove right now? What would you name it?
But the car.
The van.
My Volvo.
Well, whatever you drive. Yeah, whatever you drive.
Vince
Volvo.
It's small, classy.
It's full of.
It's not French.
And it's full of all of your shite.
Vince isn't full of my shite.
Oh, you said Vince, as in V. I thought you said dints, as in dints, as in you've dinted it a lot.
No, it's Vince the Volvo.
Vince the Volvo.
And I'm going to be really original.
Not dints the Volvo. Oh, okay.
I'm going to go Vince the van.
You can't just do that. What are you going?
Just the legend vehicle.
And what if you had to name your bike? Because that could be Vince as well now.
I would cut my bike that I'm currently riding right now, which I've not got my new sponsor's bike yet. It's still in shipping.
Okay.
So I'm riding like an old aluminium, just my old hack bike, basically. What would I call it? Something from Lord of the Rings, but I kind of maybe Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill the Pony, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Not
Yeah,
Gimli. You've not watched Lord of the Rings, have you?
No.
yeah. I knew Sam. I knew Sam wouldn't have a clue about that, but
Wait.
Bill.
See it now. We've got it with us. Look. It's fucking ready to go.
You're never too far. I'd call it Syncross. I've even got it.
What are you actually calling it? Come on, play along.
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, because I got it off Johnny, and we went to the plumber who asked why we had so many bikes, and we said that we did triathlon, and he said, "Oh, do you know that Jason Brownlow?"
Was there?
That's a good name.
So we'll go with Jason.
Jason's a good name.
I like riding Jason.
This is descending very quickly. Fine. But so you don't name your bikes, but you could be open to the idea of it. Is that what we're
Does
saying?
Sean name her bike or car?
No, she just calls her car a bumper car. She's had a few bumps, you know. But we had a bump. We had a bump last week, but it wasn't her fault. We were parked up, and someone like scraped her back bumper, and left a note on the car saying, "Oh, really sorry. Here's my details," or whatever. So it's had a few bumps, basically.
Could have left the details.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that before. Like I've tried to reverse out of a really tight spot and just scraped a tiny bit of a back bumper, and I felt guilty, so I just left a note saying, "Yeah, just call me." Where was that? You know, West Park Lounge. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like really tight little spots. Now, yeah, I just messed up.
When I was a postman, my car was parked at the delivery office, and I was out delivering post, as you do as a postman. And someone wrote my car off.
Did they leave a note?
No, just drove. Luckily, there was CCTV, so we found them, and it was our neighbour.
Was it not a post?
No, it's like the pickup office. So we used to share the car park with the public, and my car was parked like next to the public base, and some woman had just missed the spot entirely, just driven straight into the side of the car, written it off and just drove off, got her parcel and just left. Yeah. Called Val. Yeah, hated her.
Wow. Maybe she hated you as well.
It was also my mum's car because I was quite young. So it wasn't great.
Speaking of like CCTV in cars, we might have to cut this out. I don't know, but there's some footage in the Brownlee Centre of Richard Downey just like driving down into the car park and missing the big lamppost with the metal kind of protectors around it, and he just goes straight into it.
Is that
like
knocked over?
Yeah.
Do we have to cut that out?
No, we want the clip.
No, probably not.
But did I tell you my story about him at the triathlon conference?
No.
So the chairwoman, I don't know what her title is. The woman that's now running cycling time trials was at the triathlon conference in Loughborough in December.
Yeah.
And every hour they had 5 or 10 minutes. They called it speed networking. So you're meant to go around the room, introduce yourself to people, a general networking thing. So basically, me and Downey found a quiet corner to have a little catch up, and we're just chatting away about whatever. This woman comes over and introduces herself. So we're like, oh, she says, oh, I'm the chair or whatever, running cycling time trials. Do you know what cycling time trials is? We're like, yes. We had a bit of a chat about that. She's like, oh, I'm changing the website. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Giving us the whole spiel. And she said, so by the summer we'll have a brand new website. To which the new website's good. To which Downey says, well, that's good because it's easier to find a dogging spot than your races at the moment. Not know where to look, what to say. Timmy Hemming were giggling so much. He was like, well, in my defence, I was on a dogging spot yesterday on a photo shoot, so...
To be fair to her, in time trials, codes for the races was designed so you couldn't find them.
Yeah, because they didn't want people to know that, because it was illegal.
So if anything, they were doing a really good job of it.
Yeah. So that was my cycling time trial story.
The new website.
On a similar tangent, but slightly off, anti-cross country websites so outdated. You're like, I think running in general, like with the power of 10 is good, but if you go to individual, like say you've done county champs, cross country, and you're trying to find the results, it's impossible
Have you ever tried
for
to
at
enter
least a month.
Have you ever tried to enter a fell race?
I imagine you have to do it by post.
Yeah, I had to post £7 coins to someone's mentor with a note.
But
saying, like,
I actually quite like it now. It just, I don't know, it just like makes you think that, well, obviously the guys who are running it probably aren't they're not up to date with the internet, basically.
I always say this of like how often I personally have never like how often have you volunteered at a race?
True. I mean, I've done a little bit. I have done a little bit of volunteering when I was younger, but yeah.
I think it's something that I guess like while I'm racing I wouldn't necessarily do, but when I'm retired I probably will do because you're not racing as much, you have more time. So I can see why it is older people. But that being said, like people expect a lot of volunteers, but they're never actually doing volunteers.
Race directors.
Well, no, they're being paid.
Yeah, and if I have to post £7 coins off, and then they wonder why their event's not doing very well.
Yeah.
It's either that or a check.
But I mean, like at a triathlon.
Oh yeah.
Like volunteers and stuff, time trials don't run themselves.
No, but
I know it's all electronic now, like park run.
Good volunteers are hard to come by. My mum used to do volunteer. She used to be the person that managed them for triathlon events.
Yeah.
And she said good volunteers are really hard to come by. Loads of volunteers are really easy to come by because you just go to schools.
Yeah.
But then you just get useless children.
Yeah. But I would be a good volunteer unlike you, so that's why
I've got volunteering on my CV, so I'd argue otherwise.
It would be nice to volunteer to give back, like when I'm done. Like when I finish triathlon, like I'd like to go up to local events and just be there and help out where I can. Yeah, but volunteers, most of like you can't have events without them. Really, like it's great. Like big up the volunteers, keep on doing it.
Shout out all those people. Going back to the car story, so I was having a coffee in Lanza with I don't know if you met Seb, the guy that is the mechanic at what's his shop? The bike shop in the Santa. I think it's called like Pro Bike or something.
Maybe, not sure.
He's a really nice dude. He's also now the boyfriend of a very good female triathlete. And so we saw him in Dubai at the race. So I was like, oh, let's catch up when I'm in Lanza. That's kind of how I got onto it. And we were talking about like Spanish driving and how they're all just crackers, and then how they have like their learner plates and P plates. It's like, well, they obviously never actually learn to drive. So then it was like, well, do you have to use learner plates in the UK? And I was like, oh yeah, basically you just use learner plates most of the time until you've passed. To which he responded, dead people can't drive. The Dutch guy completely lost in translation. He didn't know I meant pass their test. He thought like I meant use learner plates until you've passed away.
Oh my god.
It was not. You do it if you go past it. It wasn't great.
All right, can we talk about Spanish driving for a bit? Because I think, in respect to cyclists, they're amazing, maybe the best in the world.
Yeah, French.
However, when you
I've been good in France.
The font, they were shocking.
I didn't ride much.
However, when you drive in a car, they don't know how to use roundabouts.
They don't use the inside lane.
I don't get it. There must be more.
They use all the lanes for whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
I've seen a guy. So on a roundabout, if you're wanting to take your first exit, you're on the left. Well, but this is British speaking. You're on the left-hand side. You just take the first exit.
Yeah. Straight on.
But I've seen. But if let's flip to Spain. You're on the right-hand side. I've seen this is probably every day on our commute to swim. They would want to turn left.
Yeah.
But they're on the outside lane and they're just like driving all the way around, and you like, you can't predict where they're going to go, and there's no indication whatsoever.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Spain is that they're all chilled. It doesn't really matter. They just like give way, etc. It's
The
fine.
car in the right lane went all the way around and took the sixth exit, and the car in the left lane cut in front of them to take the first exit.
Yeah, I don't think they know how to use roundabouts, but at least they just give way to anyone.
I had a guy today beep at me and drive at me for not letting him onto the roundabout.
Yeah. And also don't use indicators ever.
No.
No,
But they
no.
always use the hazards. Cars that are just like stranded somewhere with hazards on, just like middle of nowhere.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had hazards on go round a roundabout.
Mate,
To be
today there was
honest,
one parked by the market, just in the middle of a roundabout with its hazards on. There's no one in it. They can't park there. Yeah. So yeah, but they are friendly to cyclists. Although it's quite so. I was shooting this lot the other day, and they went up Calder Rats, and you realise how stressful it is. There's so many cyclists out here.
yeah,
Up Rats, you just can't get round because there's like groups that are all 20 meters apart. So there's nowhere for you to get in, and there's obviously stuff coming down really fast.
yeah.
Like there's no way of getting around. You don't know who's going where. Like if there's a rider on the bend, so you basically end up driving up Rats the same speed as the cyclist.
The slowest cyclist as well.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself a moped, mate. Hire yourself a moped.
Yeah, I should do that.
Or I don't know. Are you shooting from the car though, or have you got someone? Or are you trying to like drive and then
like
position yourself?
Yeah, so I'm like jumping out, taking some pictures, trying to get around, jumping out, flying the drone, rinse and repeat. Yeah.
Get a moped next time. That'd be good. It'd be fun as well.
I'm not riding anything that comes out of that house.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all going to be bin. Yeah, but it's just so you can see why like the tourists are awful here because they just get so angry because they can't get anywhere.
yeah. I get that.
We rolled
Imagine it's not even like peak season. It's like quiet as well, isn't it?
out, I reckon. Because
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
But we rolled out on Saturday down from Denyer, like down the coast to Calpe. We left at 10. So we joined at Moira, where the nice Irish bar is, at about 11. So we rode from there down to Calpe between 11 and 11:30. We must have passed 400 cyclists going
Yeah,
in the
it's
direction.
insane.
There was like 6 full trains of 30 people, and then like groups of 5, 6 long after like one after the other. We never went more than a minute without a group of cyclists riding past.
Would you say is it too busy for people to look elsewhere, or is it just good and you stay where you go?
I have never felt like it's too busy cycling, as in I've been like slowed down or.
The pools are getting too busy if you're a triathlete.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
cycling, I agree with Sam. I don't think it's too busy because there's plenty of space. Lucy smoked MVDP and Jasper Philipsen on Thursday.
I saw a story about her riding by that group.
Yeah, they yelled like "Vamo, Vamo," and then
they're all looking. They're all looking at her as well. They're like,
yeah. But we were in the
who's
car
this?
following, and after she went, MVDP like sat up and went like that, like copying her.
Really?
Yeah, they loved it.
It's quite funny following Lucy here because not many triathletes are in like team kit.
Yeah.
In like team kit with logos and shit on. So they all look at her, and I've seen a few in cafes like searching BMC to try and work out what it is. So like,
yeah,
she's on a time trial bike all the time, so she's clearly not a cyclist.
Yeah.
I've only seen
2
cyclists on time trial bikes. So they're all just really confused because it looks like a cycling team, but it's not.
And also, when her and Ruth are next to each other, Ruth doesn't wear team kit, but they're so aero and usually going pretty quick, even when they're riding easy.
Yeah.
Flat, everyone double takes them. And
yeah.
I'm chopping around on the back usually. But you chopping around on the back, I'm in the car.
Yeah, when I was there, no one was double taking me because I was the shell. On a rim brake aluminium frame, everyone was like, "Oh, this guy's coming his week holiday."
The other day, the SD Works team passed us. There was like 6 of them.
Yeah.
So we were going down this little hill. It was like, I think it's just me, you, and Ruth. And they jumped round, but then just like started soft pedaling. So we had nowhere to go because we're like, we can't re-overtake them because that's just
Yeah.
not good. And we can't sit on the back because that's also not the done. So we were like dangling off the back, barely riding. That was a bit. I think that's the first time you're like, oh, this is quite annoying. It happened to me yesterday on a descent. Train of, I think it was 4 riders, the 2 wheelbase guys and 2 girls rolled through because they were
Yeah.
descending quicker. And then we got to the flat bit and they just sat up. We don't want to go back round because you're not that guy. And then, like, yeah, that's a bit annoying sometimes when you end up on the back of a train that isn't riding hard.
Especially when there's a world champ in the line.
Yeah, there was a world champ and the Hungarian champ were also there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The SD works, obviously not wheelbase.
It's got to ride with your brakes on, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Mate, have you seen my tin can? I don't need brakes. It doesn't go anywhere. Sam loves it. He loves fixing up that bike.
Sam's got a mullet. I can see it. It's
Yeah, he's
sneaking
going
in the
well.
back.
Wait, we were talking about this. When does this bet end?
What's the bet?
It's with you.
It's with you.
Remind me. I can't remember.
He's going to bullet.
The only bet I remember was when Sam saw this guy in Meanwood with really long hair down to past his shoulders, and he's like, "I'm gonna grow my hair like that," and then you cut your hair after like a month.
If you podium
Say
at
again.
Roth, I'll grow a mullet.
Sorry, you broke up. Say that again.
I said to you in terms, if you podium at Roth, I'll grow a mullet.
Oh, right.
I always got a mullet because you finished second at Rock, and you don't even know. But we're trying.
Oh, mate, it's looking good. I mean, it's pretty small. So when did you actually start growing it?
But we're also reckon we reckon it has to go until this year's Roth.
Oh yeah.
And if you podium again, it extends a year.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Are you alright with that?
Yeah, I can look for that.
Okay, you heard it here first.
Heard it first.
I literally don't. I don't remember that conversation when.
8 months into growing it.
8 months. You have a day off.
As if you didn't know.
You started.
Well,
Lucy's blamed it all on you. Well, Sam's blamed it on you too, Lucy.
I reckon you just made that story up, just Lucy.
No one likes. Looking for any excuse.
Lucy wanted me to permit the other
Yeah,
Fair enough.
day.
The big night out. We went to an Irish bar on your birthday. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Had a Guinness. It was actually good Guinness.
It was
Spain.
good Guinness, yeah.
And we had an unbelievable birthday.
Was that for your birthday or another day?
On his birthday.
Nice.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
Which works well because obviously easy day Friday.
Easy day every day for me, mate.
Apart from Sunday.
Apart from Sundays.
How's the? Is the pool still cold? Because it was cold when I got there.
Days.
Oh really?
It was warm today.
It was red hot in there.
Yeah.
In the room, it was really warm.
I think part of it was like the temperatures, the water temperatures warmed up a little bit, but the room temperatures some days really warm. So it just feels stuffy and shit to swim in.
Maybe we just had a cold patch where, like, you know, when you're cold getting into a swimming pool and everything just is cold.
The water's so foggy. You can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's really tough. You can't. When I was swimming there, I only bought one pair of goggles and they were like dark tinted, and I was like, I can't see anything. I was like, does anyone have any of the goggles? And Beth lent me hers for the 2 weeks. So I was like, I just couldn't see anything.
But you've got Vendetta against that. You hate clear goggles because you can see what people are looking. He's been moaning about that all week.
Would people wear clear goggles?
No, I think you should race in clear goggles, actually. I think you should race in clear goggles.
Do race?
I race in clear, or if it's really bright sunny, I'd put tinted ones on, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it is weird. And also the way the Spanish swim, you know, they all go the same way round. It makes the lanes feel really narrow. And
Yeah.
People here have clipped each other because they just like arms.
Oh, did you hear the story from last time?
No.
So we had there were some people swimming in the lane next to us, and this girl was swimming with paddles, and she clocked Sean, Beth, and Nora, I think, in the lane, and then Beth like went to the lifeguard. She's like, tell her to get her paddles off. I'd asked her to take her paddles off. Beth had asked her, and then she didn't. And then Beth went to the lifeguard. She's like, you got to take your paddles off because like we're just getting smashed by you. Because when you swim all the same direction, it's like you're swimming up and down one side. You're just gonna smack hands, and if you're going pretty hard, like a whack to the hand with paddles is gonna hurt a bit.
Yeah, it just whack wrist on wrist can hurt quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
locals are so used to the pool being empty that they only swim sides.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
3 times this week, I've seen someone, one was Ruth, swim head first into a local because the local refuses to move and then just kicks off. And it's like, well, there's 3 or 4 of us in the lane now. You've got to swim round. And the local said to Ruth, like, no, you can all just go around that side. How's that going to work? And then the lifeguard actually gets involved, which is good.
Yeah. I guess this pool's gonna get busier because Denia seems like a good place, so maybe they need to get some like directional arrows.
Yeah, the riding's really good here because you can actually choose between flat and hills. When you're like,
Yeah, there's loads of flat riding, isn't there?
yeah, Calpe, Pollock, La Nucia, it's all just hilly.
Yeah.
Or you have to go on the old motorway, which is just shit.
I mean, I never made it that far, but
So,
I know it's hilly from the one ride I did, but I did mostly flat afterwards. So
yeah. How's training now?
it's good. Like I'm not ill anymore. I'm just getting fit. I'm like that knocked me out. That illness did to like square one. So I'm just trying to get fit again, basically.
How was
So I kind of like scrapped my plans of racing Texas and stuff because it's just it's like 2 months away. I'm just not going to be ready for it. So just getting fit, not really thinking about any of the races right now.
and how was training in the Barbados area?
Yeah, it's good. So I've been swimming in Nottingham with Steve Lloyd's squad there, like the Nottingham Uni squad, which they're really good swim sessions actually. Like really enjoying them. We just got a lot of driving between
Yeah.
stuff, but still getting it done. It's nice to ride back in the Peak District. Like I rate the Peak District over the Dales, to be
Me
honest.
as well. It's one of my favourite places in the world to ride.
So it's so good. Like you've got
Yeah.
like flat rolling roads if you want them, or you got like really hilly
And
climbs. And if you go on my Strava, you'll notice that it's really slow because if I average over 25k an hour, it's been a good ride.
but it's like it's still so quiet because there's some quite big roads in the Peak District that everyone sticks to.
Oh yeah. There's like 2 or 3 which everyone goes like they're like the arteries, and you've got like the tiny little lanes. But yeah, it's been nice. Yeah.
Nice. What makes a good swim session? You said their swim sessions are good.
Chilled warm up.
Yeah, I need one of them.
Fins in the warm up actually I'm a big fan of.
Oh,
And quite and like a short little warm up, like I don't know 400 meters, and then just some like a bit of drill, like fins and drill for like I don't know another 400, 800 meters, just to get you to stroke going, and then short little prep set, and then into the main set.
is it same set
I've been
same days session, or has that been mixed up as well?
Yeah, it's just like the swims here are just Monday to Friday, so yeah, we've just been doing them. All good. It's a similar setup, really. Like I think most of them have to be because uni students swim in like before lectures and stuff. So yeah,
But you like
it's been
Tuesday,
alright.
Thursday.
No, it's actually Tuesday, Friday hard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is it. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Like obviously, we used to having Fridays super chilled, but it doesn't really matter too much, really.
Easy.
Swimming's just swimming, isn't it? Like you just gotta swim.
Yeah, just gotta get it done.
Just keep swimming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right. Well, we'll catch up next week, I guess. We're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still there.
Another one in the dungeon.
Sounds good.
Party Palace. Hopefully they let us out. Maybe they'll open this door.
Who are you staying with, by the way?
Fucking everyone, mate. Like 6 million people upstairs.
There are a lot of people upstairs now,
It's-
but there's one 2-seater sofa
Yeah.
for 8, 7, and one's left.
Yeah, fucking hell. Those two, Lucy, Al Ruth, James,
Tipper.
Tipper.
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
How many bathrooms have you got?
Well, we've got so down in this dungeon.
Oh,
it's
4. Okay, I was gonna say if there's one, that'd be a nightmare.
toilets there, and we've both got en suites down here that no one else comes into. There's only us that have actually been in the dungeon.
But to get upstairs, we have to go outside.
Yeah. This is MTV Cribs live on the One By.
This is our front door.
There's pool.
All right, that's all right. That'd be amazing in the summer when you just
Drink.
wow.
Yeah, and you literally have to, and then there's 2 separate sets of keys. Go on. Do you
1
want-
second. I'm gonna have to go because Sean's locked out. 1 sec.
I think go. Do you want to finish?
Oh, I mean, no, I can carry on. It's fine.
This is riveting for the listeners, especially. They can't see a video. Tom's letting Sean into that. We'll give a narrative.
I don't know how long she's been waiting for, actually. Sorry.
If we go 49 minutes, so it could
How
be
long were you waiting for, Sean?
Like 15 minutes. Hi. I didn't want to disturb you.
Yeah. That was my bad.
Sorry, Sean.
It's alright. Hi.
I didn't even know the door was locked, to be honest.
How long should we?
She said 15 minutes.
Did you not know?
Why didn't she just text you?
I didn't hear a knock or anything.
Why did she text you?
Yeah, but I'm on the call, aren't I?
Okay, you are in trouble here then.
It's wired in.
Yeah, locked in on a good one.
Yeah, the window is only here, so I would have expected a knock a little bit.
Right, we should actually wrap up there anyway.
Yeah.
Then you can get some good stuff. Yeah, catch up next week. Cheers, lads.
Yeah. Take it easy. Bye.